Hey everybody, welcome back to Boxcar's Garage. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays from the whole garage staff, which is essentially me and Piper Dew. Today's video is going to be kind of a quick catch up. It's been a little while since I got a video out, and but I have done a couple of interesting things for the shop. I picked up a couple of toys, went to the metal scrap yard, got some treasures, and I'm doing another little project over in the wood shop side of the house. And so catch you up on all those, and I'll promise you that I'm going to get some time on the Model A during my time off this weekend, and I should get some Model A stuff coming out at you. So anyway, check it out. Okay, we'll see if we can get Piper to escort us to the other side of the shop. Go on, Piper Dew. This table right here is kind of, I believe it's of interest. It was interesting to me, but this is actually a portion of an Air Force parachute packing table. It's two sections, they bolt together, and originally they had tops on them when I got them, but the tops had kind of bowed and become concave with moisture and just age and whatever, and I ended up replacing those two tops with a sheet of 10 ply oak plywood, and then I've got this piece of MDF on top of it. Makes for a nice flat table. I've sanded it down and I've profiled the edges, and I've got the first coat of spar urethane on this thing. I've got to sand it down and put another coat on it. Yeah, Minwax Pro Series spar urethane. I really don't know the trade-off advantage between the spar urethane and polyurethane. I always associated spar with, you know, one of the better items to use for exterior, so I figured it would probably be a good surface for in here. I just didn't want it to MDF's got a tendency, you know, to kind of bubble up and look funky if you get it wet. So I'm just trying to put a couple of coats on this to keep it from getting trashed too early, but very much just a utility table. So that's my project I got going on in the shop right now. Stay. Up. Sit. Stay. Up. Hey. Sit. Good, elf.
Good sit. Very nice. Have you been a good little elf? Sit. 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 You look so pretty. You do, you look so pretty. Stay. 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 Stay.
Okay, so here's a hint for the second item that's up. There's 6 of them. They're shiny, heavy, They appear to have multiple contours. I was just lucky enough to find somebody that was ready to let their gem of a Harbor Freight English wheel, if there is such a thing. They were willing to sell it at a decent price. I've been wanting to get one of these for a while and never got around to doing it, and I really don't have the space for it, but I'm gonna make the space for it because every once in a while I think I could find a use for this dude. Where'd my dog go? Piper, come on, hey, sit right here. Anyway, so Central Machinery's finest. I think these retail for like $280 something, $300 like on a bad day. I ended up picking this up for 150 bucks. It's everybody tries to reinforce it, you know, make it a little bit stiffer, a little stronger than what the original design is, and I'm probably going to do the same thing. Normally that has something to do with taking it upright up along the side and then doing like an angle iron coming back, tying into this to keep this down, and not. So anyway, that's going to be another video project. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I love to scrounge, and one of the places that I love to scrounge is at the metal recycler. So I went to the metal recycler the other day and I picked up a couple of treasures, and anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and throw those out there. Get you thinking about, you know, where is my local recycler? And what I ended up walking away with was a 1 each Wagner ware 5-quart cast iron pot. Got Griswold on it. I know these are kind of collectible. I think this is like, you know, 40 to 60 bucks, no big deal, but I'm probably just going to clean this up and sell it, and that will essentially double my money on I ended up buying all this stuff for like 25 bucks yesterday. So I picked up another, seems like it's raining torque wrenches on me now since I finally got my first torque wrench like maybe 6 months ago, and now I've got, I think, 6, and I've only bought one. Well, I bought 2. One was new, one was used. This one was on the ground and it was rusted up. Came from one of the bases. There was, you know, some sticker residue on it from some tape for whatever reason, but no use, no abrasions on the top of it. It doesn't look like this has been used at all. It's been like stuck away. And anyway, so I just had to pick it up, and I put the handle in some rust remover and let it set and soak, and scrubbed it clean and shot some lube on it. It's all ready to go and cost me nothing. Well, I mean, like probably $2 at the metal recycler. That's about it. But I looked these up. Retail, you know, you're looking at like this one is, I think, CDI, Consolidated Devices Incorporated. This is an inch-pound, 3/8 inch drive, and I think I saw this was like 150 bucks or whatever, but really nice. And it really just cost me a little bit of cleanup. Here's a question for the crowd. If you're into cars, I'm gonna throw out a guess that this mirror comes off of like a 62, 63, 64 Impala. And I say that because along with it was this tail light bezel, and I seem to remember these on the Impala from that year group, but if I'm wrong, or if you know what it goes on, let me know. The overall condition of this, it would need to be reworked. There's some pit marks, pop marks on it. Don't know if it has any value. I might try to clean it up a little bit, research it, date it, sell it. This, I do see a rat rod in my future, and this might be a cool mirror for that future rat rod. Then I got, what got me looking in the bin that I found all this in was these right here. And I immediately knew that these were Tri-5 parking lights. And that in itself makes them important to me, and I believe probably others, you know, that would want to buy. They're going to really need to be re-chromed, but there's no pitting or pop marks. So I think I'm going to be able to sell them pretty easy, and I haven't cleaned them up yet. They're dirty, and somebody just threw these in there. I don't know if the person that threw them in there knew that they were Tri-5 related, but when I say Tri-5, if you don't follow the whole Chevy scene, you know, 55, 56, 57, pretty important years. And anyway, I think a restorer would like those. And then my big buy for the day, and my dog's run off again. Pipe. I always try to get this oddball steel dimensional stock when I can. This stuff, you know, it's a light channel. It's about a 1/2 inch here on the side, and this is probably like 1 1/4 in the valley. I don't know. I've got some ideas on how I can apply this to, like, you know, car fab and whatnot, but I'm strictly a novice. If you've got some ideas as to what a guy could do with something this kind of profile, or what this would be ideal for, let me know. I'm thinking it might be a good material for some, you know, under floor cross bracing, you know, but it would get pretty heavy quick depending on, you know, how much of it you would use. But I ended up picking, I guess these sections are about 5 feet long. I've got about 6 5-foot sections and 2 3-foot sections, and they all look nice and new. They're painted, so they might have been used for something, but they're nice and straight, and I'm just going to use them for stock material around the shop. So anyway, that is pretty much my haul. I got some sun visor, I don't know if you'd call this a regulator or whatever, but you know, the sun visors just go up through the headliner and then hold on to your sun visor. And I ended up getting a matching set of these. I don't know what year this is. Maybe it's like the 62 vintage. But I might be able to repurpose these and put them on my Model A. I'm not sure. That headliner's kind of small. That's all I got. And more to follow. Got some videos on the way on the Model A. So take it easy, and thanks for being here. Appreciate you.